What's up, everybody? This is Dale with Lackluster Gaming, the show for those who love to game but know they're mediocre at best. That's me. That's how I identify. And today, we're bringing you the LavaLoonion deck. Now, I've been seeing this deck all over the place, and I found it today on the leaderboards. So, I figured it's about time I covered it. It's been a while since I've done a LavaHound deck, and a lot of you have been asking for one. So, this one in particular, I've seen it being hosted on a series of channels like Clash with Ash and a few others. Some of the bigger players are using this deck, so I picked it up and it was super easy to kind of figure out and just adopt my own playstyle to it. Now, we've been seeing a lot of hog riders, elite barbarians, bait decks, and that kind of thing in the current meta. And because of that, and because this deck has counters to all of that, is one of the big reasons why I think it works so well. Most of those meta decks, the current meta decks, are very big in the ground game. But this deck, as you can see on screen, we've got minions, the 3 elixir minions, the mega minion, the balloon, and the LavaHound. So half of the deck is comprised of air-only cards that target both air and ground. Except for the balloon. Balloon's obvious. But we've also got the Fireball and Zap for some direct damage and also to help us out with the Sparky. And we've been seeing the Furnace a lot. It's been getting a ton of play. So an obvious counter to the Furnace card is the Tombstone. You place it down and the dudes counter the Tombstone's Fire Spirit. So here we go. Even up against the standard Expo deck that Ice Chili and Top Notch like to use, it works fairly well. I mean, I didn't really struggle too much with this deck. I mean, think the only thing that this guy had to offer as far as air defense was the Inferno Tower, which he had to use for the LavaHound, the Fire Spirits, which he never really used properly, and the Princess, which targets air, and obviously the Furnace as well. But other than that, he didn't have a lot to go by. And realistically, looking at his deck, which is just above me right now, on your right hand side, Jay's deck is kind of a very weird deck. I mean, it's legendary heavy. It's got 3 legendaries with the Sparky, Graveyard, and Princess, but it also has a Furnace and an Inferno Tower. So I don't know if I was getting trolled or what, but it was actually pretty easy to counter. And right here, if I had nothing to defend with, then it probably would have been bad. Or if he had Zap or arrows or something to take out my minions and scar me, then I would have been in some serious trouble. But we were able to Fireball and Zap him out at the very end. So, I mean, pretty awesome deck. Now, we're going to get into another one, but before we do, I want to do some shout-outs. So the first shout-out is going to go to Matt YT. He joined us yesterday in the live stream, so thank you so much for being a part of the community. And also, where is it? Oh, Boss Play 1 2 3 4 5. That's his name. I don't know what's up with the numbers, but what up, guys? Thanks for joining the community. I appreciate you guys being around and being a part of this. So this deck, just like I was talking about earlier, you know what? Actually, looking at his deck right now, I don't recall him ever using the Tornado. But again, he's got the elite barbarians, and the biggest, one of the biggest things, you know, in the meta right now is these elite barbarians, and you couple it with the ice golem, and I'm going to show you how to counter that with the Skarmy and the Tombstone, and even minions and a Mega Minion. But yeah, using that the ice golem in front is just so OP, because one of the best counters to the elite barbarians is the Skarmy. But we all know that Skarmy is extremely weak to an ice golem. They attack it knowing that they're gonna die, and as soon as it kills the ice golem, The Ice Golem pops, and the death damage destroys your Skarmy unless you're playing a ladder match and you have a level 5 or a level 6 Skarmy, which not a lot of people do. So there you go. There's the actual push, and you can see his Ice Golem actually got moved out of the way, and that's why I felt comfortable enough to place down the Skarmy. So you have to use it strategically if you're going to use that tactic. Now, there's a couple other examples in the rest of this video, but I've gotten my LavaHound to all the way to the tower, and we're gonna take it out, and then the lava pups are gonna finish off that princess. So pretty awesome. He's got nothing really to defend it other than the ice spirit, the tornado, which I don't think he ever used, the zap spell, and the princess. Now I think he probably could have rocked me pretty hard if he knew how to play this deck, but here we go. We're gonna use the tombstone to kind of keep the elite barbarians at bay, use the mega minion to do the heavy damage, and the Skarmy to distract before they can actually get to the tower and do any damage. That's how you use this deck to defend elite barbarians. Now, other than that, you just drop LavaHounds, and then when they're not expecting it, you drop some balloons. And I'm going to show you a really neat example actually in a moment here on how to use the balloon as a defensive card. I know it's not meant to be a defensive card. It is a tower targeting card, but still, we're gonna be able to use it defensively. I'll show you that in a minute. Now we got, boom, the princess goes off. We get in range almost no matter what to do the death damage, which does 300 hit points worth of damage just for placing it down. I mean, that's a pretty good card. It's 1 elixir more than a fireball, so it's 5 elixir. A fireball does like 230-ish, I think, at the level that I have mine at, but my balloon, for 1 elixir more, I get over 100 more HP worth of damage just for getting it on the field. That's not including getting it to the tower. If I get it to the tower, you can take it the whole tower, so it's a really great card. So here we go. This is the Molt deck that's been going around. Mine is the Electro Wizard. You've got the mirrored Goblin Barrel, which he let me know he had it too early, in my opinion. And because of that, I knew that I needed to counter his mirror. So here we go. Now we know he's got the minion horde. So we're going to fireball it just to kind of help and hope that that mega minion gets to the tower, but it was actually locked on because when the LavaHound exploded, the tower retargeted, and it targeted the mega minion because while it's exploding, those lava pups don't count as actual units, so it will target the next unit, which was my mega minion. So I'm going to take out that furnace because this deck is going to be a little difficult to play with a furnace on the map. So here we go. We know he's got a furnace, so we're going to place down a LavaHound in the back, but he mirrors the furnace. So instead, I wait until the fire spirits are out, and then I place my tombstone. Now this is the counter to the fire spirits from the furnace that I was telling you about. Now watch, none of these fire spirits are going to get there unless he destroys my tombstone. So we're gonna we know he used his mirror for that extra furnace because we destroyed his first one. So now we know we can use our zap on that goblin barrel, and we know that these minions are coming in. So here you go, kind of a defensive balloon strategy. As soon as it drops, it should pop and knock out some of those minions. However, they were locked onto other targets. So I'll show you again in just a moment. We start using it very, very defensively in this game because this game actually becomes very, very close. At the moment, I've got the rule. I'm just maintaining an order over him. Now, that's where I messed up. I zapped away the Skarmy to protect a tombstone and took some major damage from that goblin barrel because all I had was a Skarmy to defend it. So we're going to use a fireball to get that. We get some damage on the tower, and now I've got 9 minions coming in. I don't know what to do. I placed down my minions, but it's not going to be enough, so I use my balloon defensively. Boom, takes them all out. That's a pretty good positive elixir trade if you ask me. That's 5 elixir for 8, and I still have my mega minion on the board. So pretty amazing. So here we go. We've got a whole bunch of stuff coming in. I'm going to use my minions just to kind of tank for all of that. And again, use the balloon on defense to take out 9 minions. I love it. I mean, this guy must have been so pissed by the time he got to this portion of the match, because I was just countering every single thing he did. The Skarmy is a great counter to the Goblin Barrel. You end up taking a little bit of damage most of the time, but really not that bad. And again, what do we have? A defensive balloon. Look at this. Oh, boom. It only took out one of them, but still worked long enough for me to maintain enough defense. And here's the zap. Oh, right at the last minute, we do take a little bit of damage because he got some Skarmy in, but boom, fireball him out, and that is it. And it's over. Now, I would show you, oh man, I wish I was doing this live right now. I want to show you my my match statistics and show you all of my recent battles. I actually have not lost a battle with this deck yet, so I'm getting pretty close to a 12-0 win. If I get there, maybe I'll show it tomorrow, but otherwise, you gotta try this deck. Now, here we go. Here's another big popular deck that we're talking about, that I've been talking about. He's got 1 air defense. 1, okay? He's got, well, let's see. He's got the Mega Minion. That's his only air defense, okay? And then he's got his Ice Golem, which when it dies will do a small amount of damage to air troops. He's got the Zap card, which will do small amount of damage to a massive range of troops. He's also got the Fireball, so he can take out tons of stuff, and the Ice Spirit. So this deck right now is just gonna, oh, look at that fireball. That's the one we used for the intro. Just poorly placed fireball, and we're able to take out an entire tower because of it. This deck, oh man, especially if you're running a deck with no air defense, you cannot make mistakes against an air deck. 0 mistakes. If you make 1 mistake against an air deck with a deck with no air defense, then you're gonna fail. That's just the way it is. And this guy, oh man, he just got destroyed. And here we go. We've got our lead barbarians coming in. We're going to use Tombstone. It only pulls 1, but our minions, they shoot so fast that it takes out the other one and moves on to the second one before we take any serious damage, while I've got my balloon and my LavaHound just doing work on that other arena tower. And now I've got minions, lava pups, some Skarmy, and they're just destroying that tower. It's not a lot of elixir, but it just takes so much damage, and if you don't defend it, you get eaten alive, just melted. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that, guys. So amazing. Try this deck out if you've got the LavaHound, and if not, let me know. So let me know what you guys think of the video by hitting that like or the dislike button. Either way, I don't care. I just want to know what you guys actually think, and it's anonymous, so you can do it and I'll never know who did it. So there you go. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you, each and every one of you. I do. I love you.